offer our congratulations. You've learned the rule of quantum imaging. Take this knowledge with you on the remainder of your quantum pilgrimage. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's the solar system. And then the universe, maybe? Okay. What have we learned thus far in our search for the eye of the universe? I have exciting news. The Ashton Project is almost prepared to receive the probe data from the... Hello everybody, my name is Kane the Crow, and welcome back to Outer Wilds, Part 6. So today, we're going to be going to the Hourglass Twins. And we're going to be doing that. Also, I did realize there's a lot more towards editing that I can do that I just haven't been doing. So, expect this video to be a bit more uploaded, or a bit more edited than all the other videos on my channel. Because I've realized I'm not putting all of me into it. So I'm going to be putting more of me into it. So yeah, expect that. So we're going to jump into the game. We are getting very close to our first ending. First of 7 endings. See ya. When we get. See you at the Hourglass Twins. This is the closest. Ugh. This is the closest planet to the sun, so I'm actually really excited to see how this affects gravity. Because the one that was the Giant's Deep had extreme gravity. You couldn't even really jump. We are on the planet. 0. This has very low gravity. And we are going in, supposedly. Okay, this guy's small. Goodness, it's you. Hello, I take it your first launch. I take it your first launch went well. Then, welcome to the Hourglass Twins. Mind the sand now. What are you up to? Hornfell's asked me to update our star charts, so I'm out here observing. This is one of the best places in the solar system to spot astronomical events, you know. What's weird is I've actually seen a couple of supernovas today. Usually I'd be fortunate to see just one. Keep an eye out for 4 on the stars, and maybe you'll spot one yourself. Tell me, what can I do for you? How do I know if I've spotted a supernova? Supernova look like an extra bright star to the naked eye, but if you zoom in with your cinescope, you can tell that they're actually enormous explosions. Lesser stars go supernova at the very end of their lifespans, which is why it's so unusual to see 2 in a single day. I wonder if some of these stars are older than we realized. Oh. What are you doing out here? Right now, I'm documenting stars. Hornfell's noticed our star charts are out of date, so they asked me to update them. Please don't tell the others I said this, but sometimes I think I'm the only traveler out here interested in doing any science at all. Or maybe don't tell Hornfell's that either. I think they're pretty deep in denial. Where should I explore here? To be honest, I haven't left this lake bed. I don't mean to brag, but I'm really quite good with this little scout. So I've been taking pictures of everything from right here in my campsite. Have you seen the old shipwreck site on In-Between's southern hemisphere? The one shooting a bright beam of light into the sky. It's not one of our crashes. It's not one of our own crashes. Surprisingly enough, this one's a Nomai ship. You'll find Nomai ruins across the Twins, but strangely, not a single settlement. Believe me, if there was one to see, I'd have seen it with my little scout. So where do they live? Not on the surface, clearly. In-between is full of cave systems, though. Maybe the answer lies underground. Oh. How dangerous is that big column of falling sand? On a scale of 1 to dead, I'd give it a 7 or 8. Awfully pretty, though. Right now, sand is flowing from ash twin to ember twin. But did you know the process eventually reverses? We're not completely sure why the sand flows back and forth between the twins, but it seems to be a natural phenomenon. Oh, if you'd like to see something interesting, check out the other twin once a little more of its sand drains off. I promise, you won't be disappointed. Interesting. I found your notes. Did you? Oh, I hope they were useful. The planet I mentioned may have been frozen solid, or just possibly made of ice, like a much colder giant deep. It's hard to say. I used to be the fifth planet in our solar system. You'll notice, of course, that there's no such planet now. In its place is dark bramble, which, how to put this, grew into the space the fifth planet used to occupy. That is, dark bramble quite literally appeared at the center of the fifth planet and began destroying it from the inside out. Eventually, the planet shattered completely and its shards were flown across space. Some of these shards collided with the celestial bodies in our solar system, which is the outer rock, which I believe is how its biggest crater was formed. Alright, I think that's pretty much everything I can discover there with him for now. Yeah, something is peeking out. Oh, I just found something. Oh, more spiky. Ow! Colas is missing. He vanished from the lake bed cave, the one at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole, several days ago, and we're unable to find any trace of him. I don't know how much air he had when he disappeared. I beg any friend reading this, help us recover Colas. Colas? Colas. This rock is very familiar. Did you travel here, my sedimentary friend? Because your unique color and texture appears identical to a rock I met earlier. Wasn't this the same rock fragment in the cave we found at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole? We plan to re-examine the northern lake bed cave. Maybe our friendly rock will meet us down there. An update. Melroy and I went back to the lake bed cave and observed this rock again. Sometimes it's there and sometimes it isn't. That means this rock wanders like the quantum moon does. How curious. Oh! Cave shard. Okay, that's the final one. Fluctuations. Oh, these are a lot of bones. If you've come here to look for Colas, this is where we were when we vanished. You've been missing for 2 days now. Your strange wandering rock friend is here, though Colas is not. Colas and I observed this unusual looking rock shard and several smaller rocks, and at least 2 other caverns. I'm unsure if this is relevant. What happened for Colas disappeared? We were examining the different rocks. I recall Colas standing on the largest one, the Wandering Rock. I was taking notes, and then my lantern died. When I lit it again, Colas and the rock were both gone. What? Oh, that's interesting. I know what it wants me to do. Oh. That's not my problem, though. I have no... Okay. How curious. This rock took me with it to a new location. I wonder why this happened. Curious, but also alarming. This new cave appears to lack an entrance or exit. Also, the rock that brought me here disappeared while I wasn't watching. The Wandering Rock has returned. Never before have I ever been so delighted to see a sedimentary specimen. I wonder if I myself became quantum briefly when the rock carried me here. This seems the clearest explanation hypothesis. If the rock can bring me here, it can also carry me out. My hypothesis was correct. I can travel on this rock, as long as I'm not observing my surroundings, meaning I must be in complete darkness. I'm going to bring my mentor here to see this. Malroy is here now, too. We theorize when a conscious being is in contact with a quantum object and ceases to act as an observer, explaining the need for darkness. The being can become entangled with the quantum object, and they move together. Friends, Cullis has discovered a new quantum rule. He has also promised me he'll never vanish again, even if he doesn't learn something useful from it. Oh, this is weird. Oh. This is a new cave. Friends, if you find any sign of Cullis, I implore you to tell me. He vanished without trace during our research trip and has been missing ever since. Some of us from the Sunless City are here to help search for Cullis. Can you tell us more about your expedition? You have my gratitude, Bear. Cullis and I were studying the caves of geology. We hope to learn more about a unique and wandering rock that visits several different caves in the area. Where was young Cullis lost? He disappeared in the cave at the bottom of the dry lake bed at the North Pole. It happened in an instant and without warning. I turned away from Cullis to examine a sample, and when I turned back, he simply wasn't there anymore. He had a limited supply of air, and I am afraid for him. Hypothesis: we will learn more by examining the northern lake bed cave where Cullis disappeared. Search quickly, everyone. We have no time to squander. Ha. Okay. What's up here? This could be either an exit or an entrance to something. Exit, it appears to be. The Sunless City. So there's a city somewhere. It appears, yes, there is. Is this? Okay. We need status reports for all systems, but initial things first. Is everyone unharmed? Our escape pods, the passengers are afraid, but physically well. And no, everyone survived the crash. This is a relief, at least. You have my gratitude. Where were you able to find the other escape pods, the stress signals? I can hear both signals somewhere in the SAR system, but I don't believe either escape pod crashed on the same planet as us. Begin flight log. Escape pod 2 vessel has been mortally injured. Emergency sequence activated. Awaiting departure from vessel. Launching escape pod 3. Now launching escape pod 2. Alert. Collision imminent. Preparing for impact. Scanning external environment. Scanning complete. External temperature is prohibitively high. Verdict. Inhospitable. Do not seek shelter on the planet's surface. That's not good. The heat from the star system's sun is more bearable below the surface. When our escape pod punctured this planet's surface, it broke into what the scan shows a cave system with much cooler air. I would recommend we seek a site down there to build a long-term shelter in Nona, but these passages are a maze. Even with this danger, they are still our best chance for survival. We'll form teams and descend into caves to look for a shelter site. We can mark our findings on the walls to avoid becoming irreversibly lost. Be cautious, everyone. And be aware of the sand as you search. It appears to be rising gradually. Emergency escape hatch. Keep moving, friends. There is nothing of interest at the end of this passage but rocks. And while these rocks are interesting, they can wait till a less urgent time. Nothing at the end of this passage other than rocks. Oh, literally. Why did he say interesting then? Who knows? Do not follow this tunnel to its end. Close, and I will examine the horror that lies at its terminus later, provided we live through this. The horror? What kind of horror could be at the end of this tunnel? Lock? Yeah, it appears to be locked. Oh. Oh. I'm guessing that's the anglerfish fossil. I'm running out of air and time, but there's no way I'd make it back now. We have found an enormous cavern at the end of this passage that appears promising. I believe we could construct a long-term shelter there. The cavern Moray found is a wise choice for shelter. Could one of you mark the directions for the others to follow? This is the start of the path to the shelter site. I've left directions to guide you there. Of note, we must hurry, as the pathway there is filling with sand. Do not allow yourselves to be buried by sand and make sure no one is lost. Oh, crap. This isn't good. We're timeless. And heavily so. Ah! Ow. Ow. Oh, this is not good. Not good. Not good. Be cautious. Crossing the chasm ahead. The bridge Moray and I crafted will do this job, but it isn't strong. Once on the far side, look for the tunnel hidden behind the falling sand. Follow it and you'll reach the shelter site. Oh, crap. Thank God for the plants. You're doing well. There's only a little farther left to go now until you reach the shelter site. You can rest there. Hurry, before the sand comes. No! I've run out of time! Wait, no, I haven't. Ow! I've run out of oxygen. Damn it. Holy shit. Did I make it? What is this? This is amazing. Look inside the cave. How did this come to rest here? We haven't encountered others in these caves. I think this is a rare find. From what we can see, Colas and I believe this specimen must be very old indeed. Imagine what we might learn if we could examine it. We both agreed that it's unlikely this dry planet is this horror's place of origin, especially considered what we observed during the vessel's evacuation. Clearly, this hole is too small for it to have fit through. Hypothesis: there is another entrance to this cave. If there is, Colas and I will find it. We can't leave valuable information undiscovered. An update: we need to find a way inside quickly, alright? Because when I returned here to search for an entrance to the cave, there were children playing on the specimen. My entrance. Appears to be what they're. Wait, what's that? Anyways, we'll focus on that later when I have oxygen. Hopefully, there's oxygen. Oh, I remember this. This is very time-limited shit, isn't it? Oh, yes, this is what I needed. Ooh, should we build the sun station to power the Ash Twin project? I almost can't comprehend this is being suggested seriously. The purpose of the sun station goes against every standard we hold ourselves to and everything we believe in as a species. Jesus. So unsurprisingly, I disagree. We're pushing a possible new technology further than we've ever before. That, in my experience, is the defining characteristic of our species. Are there other ways to generate this level of power? Theoretically, yes. Practically, no. I can't imagine discovering them in our lifetime. I understand this proposal is unsettling, but the sun station must be built if we hope to complete the Ash Twin project. If we fail, and the probability of this is not insignificant, we will without question destroy ourselves, all life here, and the rest of this star system. I wish to protect these species. The potential annihilation of an entire star system is too severe a cost. We shouldn't build the sun station, no matter how badly we want the knowledge that comes with it. Fear of failure is a poor reason not to try. I believe if we're cautious, the sun station will work. I believe in Poke. I'm deeply honored. I comprehend your position. However, if we aren't all but certain the sun station will not cause destruction once we've built it, then I won't support this station's use. And I'm guessing at some point they said, yeah, it's gonna work. Because I think that thing traveling around the station is the sun station, my bad. Anglerfish Overlay District. Stepping Stone District. High Energy Lab Trailhead. No, not you. Ice Shrine District. This is the closest one. Really, I should be going all the way down, because that's limited. Now. Quickly before it's buried in sand. And I think we're too late. There's something down there, probably. And we're already running out of time to do stuff here, so let's get moving. Stepping Stone Cave. Oh, I hate time things. Like being timed on certain things. It's scary. So this is Stepping Stone Cave. Why is it called Stepping Stone Cave? Maybe because of that. That might literally be why it's called that. I don't see where to go from there. There might be something I'm missing there. The reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want to waste all my time on something then to get nothing when I can go somewhere else and maybe get something that can help me figure stuff out a little bit more. You get what I'm saying? We're meeting in the Fossil Fish Cave to play the game. If you're too big to climb through the Anglerfish Overlook Hole, you'll have to go the long way, but it isn't far. Go to Stepping Stone Cave, and then up, and into the Fossil Fish Cave. I tried to get to the Fossil Fish Stepping Stone Cave, but I couldn't find the entrance. Where is it? Remember to feed the fossil fish first. If you go to the Anglerfish Overlook and throw a light into his mouth, he'll show you the way. Tag it. Can't fit through the Anglerfish Overlook Hole anymore because he grew bigger. He's taller than me now. Who cares? It's still tall. Okay. So that's the point of that, is to get to the Anglerfish. I don't really care about the Anglerfish right now because that's a broken door. But the Anglerfish is it's the other thing. Oh my god, it's so high up now. Anglerfish Overlook. It's the Anglerfish Overlook. So that's the... Yeah, look at that. Look how fast that sand rised. if I start to run out of time, like purely run out of time, why? How does ghost matter form? I'm running on a feel and hope, and now we know how to get down here. I think our best choice is to get out. Because at least now a ton of the sand will be drained, so we can at least go and take a look. Look. Oh, where? Here. Ow, frick. Don't get off. Get off! How do I get out? How do I get out? How do I get out? How do I get up? How do I get up? Okay, this way. This way. This way. This is the way out. That's the English overlook. I don't know. I don't know. Wait, no. It's up there. Ow. Is this a gravity cannon? I don't know. Frickin' just open it up. Go. Shoot! I'm gonna die. This is it. There's nothing I can do in this. Fuck. I hate you. This planet sucks. I don't know why everyone says the eye is important. They say it brought us to the solar system, but is that good? Dad told me lots of Nomai died when our clan came here. What if the eye wanted that to happen? What if the eye isn't something good? That's an interesting concept. Okay, so we need to be careful. I'm gonna take my time on each section, so most likely this will take multiple resets to do it all. Just because I need to take time in each section to actually do stuff. I only have 3 minutes of oxygen left, that's not great. Okay. Maybe there is a way. Holy shit. Whoa! Be welcome to this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what brought us to this star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal in our travels, and we followed it to here to find its source. What we know is this: the source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the eye of the universe, is older than this universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. Oh, this reminds me of a place, wasn't it, back on, frickin' Brittle Hollow. If the eye called to us, why won't it reveal itself? Why is it so difficult to locate it? What, did something happen to it? Did the signal stop? Does the eye no longer desire to be found? Perhaps this isn't the eye's choice. The eye may not be able to communicate with us more than it already has. Maybe it's testing it. Did the eye deliberately call out to us by sending the signal? Or did we hear the signal by coincidence? We could be seeing meaning where there is none. Suppose the signal was produced accidentally. Does that mean the eye is any less important, though? Perhaps the eye wanted to be found. Could it be sentient? Maybe it chose us. Does the eye desire something from us? Could it need us in some way? Maybe it doesn't have to be us. Is the eye natural or artificial? Maybe someone built it. The eye is older than the universe itself. How could something exist before its creator? It could be naturally occurring, though this doesn't answer how the eye could be as old as it is. This is all so interesting. And there's this. Okay, that looks to be all for the eye district. Eye shrine districts. Not much. I probably should have expected this, really. Oh, how do I get out of here? Oh, look at that. Who's been computing shuttle trajectories to the sun station? Don't worry, the station is in such a low stellar orbit. We've constructed a different, safer way to travel there from Ash Twin. Good to know. That would be Pi. I told her we wouldn't be traveling there by shuttle, and that the sun station doesn't have to even have a landing pad, but she said she knew. It's a purely theoretical exercise on my part, Carol. Who doesn't love computing a good low stellar orbit shuttle trajectory? Hi, I look forward to working with you, but I'm also relieved it will be easy to return to Ash Twin regularly. So they got a way to get they got a way to get to the sun station from Ash Twin. Okay, let's get the hell out of here, because I think I can get over to Ash Twin if I quickly hurry. This is probably one of the more prominent ones. Want to be like insanely hard to fucking get to. I'm really timeless doing this one. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Let's go. I think I failed. Oh, no. Oh, no, you literally do have to do that. You have to wait for it. Oh, no. Now I definitely failed. Oh, no. It's this way. How did I do it? Oh, that's freaking easy, bruv. Where are we? Oh, that's pushing down. Oh, that's not good. There's that. Well, that was actually pretty easy. Now I'm like really high on this. It wasn't that bad. Alright. Launch it! We did it? Dang, okay, that was easy. So this is the high energy lab. Don't really know what this place is all about, but sure I'll figure it out. Okay, that's a good big ass door. So these are, okay, so white hole, black hole. Oh, ain't that just beautiful? Okay, there's a little thing here. Records show Nomai arriving at the warp receiver on Brittle Hollow very slightly before departing from the White Hole station. Rami and I are devising an experiment to test if this is the real phenomenon or simple machine error. In theory, what we want to try to reproduce is a negative amount of time elapsing between something entering the black hole and exiting the white hole at its destination. Initial things first. Our experiment setup will first pair a small black hole core with a small white hole core to mimic the setup on the white hole station. Hypothesis. If it is possible for an object to exit a white hole before entering the corresponding black hole. Get out to there. An update. Our experiment reproduced the anomaly in arrival and departure times, but Pi is unconvinced it's more than an equipment error. I hope to strengthen the effect to render it visible to the unaided eyes. To that end, we've decided to try adding more energy. I imagine the Sunless City's energy supply should prove sufficient. All available energy has been rerouted from the city to our experiment. Remy and I are about to run a new test. Hypothesis confirmed. Hypothesis confirmed. I saw it. Pi saw it. Hypothesis confirmed. This is beyond extraordinary. This changes everything. What a beautiful day for the intersection of extract theory and practical application. Of note, Remy Yarrow requests that we let him know before we reroute energy to the experiment. I'd hate to leave him in the dark. Huh. Interesting. The Southern Observatory is asking if creating a 22-minute interval is possible. That is, to have something arrive 22 minutes before it is actually sent through the warp. We've learned the negative interval of time between departure and arrival can be increased by adding more energy to the warp core. Problematically, the energy is required to extend the interval increases at an exponential rate. Hypothesis. Creating a 22-minute long interval is possible, but we are currently unable to generate the necessary energy. Remy and I believe it would be necessary to invent a new method of reproducing energy. A thrilling but enormous undertaking. We would also require an advanced warp technology able to handle such energy. We would also likely need an enormous space to fit these proposed new energy and warp technologies together. The only location large enough would be the Ash Twin. The energy is currently unavailable. You say you're gas pie. My pun was unintended, Remy. So I believe it's you who's if. Interesting. We're learning more and more every day. We should have tons of time to read this and go up to the higher floors. Should. The Ash Twin project will be one of our biggest undertakings, metaphorically and physically. To build it, we needed a way to travel quickly between Ash Twin and each location that holds crucial project materials. What if we used warp towers, like the one we have on the Whitehall Station, to connect Ash Twin directly to each critical location? Of note, each tower on Ash Twin will warp to a different planet. My gratitude to those who noted my imprecise language. Yes, the sun is not a planet. I believe this has been sufficiently clarified. Kindly stop reminding me. We can design each tower to visually reflect its warp destination. The giant steep tower, for instance, could resemble a cyclone, and we could model the Timberhearth Tower after a geyser mountain. Poke, Root, and I can begin work on this immediately in the Black Hole Forge. This will keep us busy. More notifications in the Black Hole Forge. More and more and more. That means the Black Hole Forge is important. Oh. No, the store will need to remain closed for some time. I and I are running an experiment. An update. The high energy lab is not being used to design the Ash Twin project. If you're here to help, just to observe, be sure to use the Sunless City app lab. Remy and I will be running this experiment until one of us can prove the other wrong. So all those in the lab apparently can only be accessed by the path to the Sunless City. Inviting each hand inside to disrupt our setup included an enormous puzzle. It was a dream project. The door must remain closed nonetheless. The Sunless City. So I'm guessing that takes it right down to the Sunless City. Interesting. Oh, look at that. You can actually see the warp towers. That's what those are, sticking up out of the sand. Okay, well, there's one more thing down there that I have missed. Alright, take a white hole. place it in. Take a black hole, place it in. Now you have both, and you watch the sky. It doesn't do anything, but launch it over there. Boink. As easy as pie. How also very interesting. Okay, well we definitely don't have time to go over to the thing to do anything else in the city, but we can definitely come over here from now on to access the Sunless City, I think. I think this would be a way easier path, because I think there's a literal path down in the Sun City. Let's find out. Wait, what's this? Crash site case. Oh. Oh, that's amazing. I think it's possible. Is the sun station destroyed? Oh yeah, it's definitely destroyed. The sun's about to explode, actually kind of destroyed. What's this do? Oh, there's something here. Well, let's quickly read this before the sun go completely. Friends visiting from the Hanging City, we are planning the Ash Twin project at the High Energy Lab on the Ember Twins. I become lost on Ember Twin. My gratitude that we found him. But the High Energy Lab is the building of Mars solar panels. I'm surprised I didn't see it. I imagine our otherwise immensely clever Kanoi would lose his own head if it worked at all included Pat and on that. Okay. Pretty much about shit left. Let's go back to my little ship boy over here. Ow. Okay, it's time to check out what the frick is going on in this ship. So yeah, we were at the Sunless City, the Sun Station, High Energy Lab, Ash Twin Towers. Okay, so there's actually a lot that I learned just from doing that little bit. Guys, on second thought, I'm actually going to kind of end the episode here. Because I think this is a good stopping point now that I'm really thinking. Because I did say I was going to leave the anglerfish fossil for whenever I go down the dark bramble path. And, well, we're not going down that path right now. So we'll leave that for, like, way later. Next video, we will check out the towers. And, we'll do all that. It'll be really cool. What's this? Yeah, what is this? Anyway, so the next video will be the Sun Station and the towers, and probably even if we're lucky, an ending. So if y'all enjoyed this video, leave a like down below and subscribe if you're brand new. It really helps me out. And hey, comment down below what was your favorite part of this episode, or even what was your favorite episode of the series so far. Mine has to be the beginning, because that was just like amazing when you first launched off. Ooh, or the one where we go to Giant's Deep. That one was pretty good too. So I'll see y'all in the next one. The sun's about to explode. We're just kind of waiting for that because I kind of want this to be a cool ending. But yeah, I think this is a good stopping point. I'll see y'all in the next video, which will be hopefully tomorrow. Wednesday. If I can get this one out today, it should be tomorrow. So yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. Ken the Crow signing out. Bye. Soon. There it goes. Pop! It's like a balloon. Almost, I guess. I don't know. It imploded. Anyways, supernova. Goodbye. It is so beautiful. Here it comes.